Finished the proving, so our allies slaughtered. Didn't get to know them too much. Tragic. Gotta find out a little more about the Nora tribe. The All-Mother is just a mechanical door they don't seem to understand. We're going out to heal her corruption. But where will we be taken off to? To heal said corruption in this new foreign world. Let's find out what we can do after we defeated the Corruptor. And now we finally get to leave the sacred Nora lands.
Cleanse them.
Striders. I can test the override device on them. Should go in quiet, then go through all nice and quiet. Okay, here it goes! Come on, come on. It worked!
Alright,
There we go. That a boy. Yeah! 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 Ride! This Strider is fast! This beats walking. I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them for the sons of fighters.
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer! Closer!
Varl, I take it?
Am I seeing things? Or were you riding that Strider when you came through the gate?
I was. It's hard to explain.
I imagine so. Strange times we live in. We who've survived. I recognize you, of course. Aloy, the outcast who won the proving. I'm glad to see you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No. A traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a seeker so I could go after him.
Oh. Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
You said the trail is dangerous. What sorts of dangers?
almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits, too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows. You said I won the proving. How did you know that?
And I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Bast. And my sister.
Your sister was Vala? I'm very sorry. I liked her. I think we might have even become friends. If we'd had a chance.
Thank you. She died saving others. There is no better death.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
I should be on my way.
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site. A wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst, on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. She went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, and my horse is gone.
May the goddess protect.
My whole life. All of it in the Embrace. The world just got bigger.
This is what I meant for Tinker. So I can edit my, all my stuff easier. Make my equipment better in the long run. Whew. We just completed this small area. What's this? Oh, that's Ross's tombstone. Okay. Now we have this entire world. Doing all the side quests we can before we get to the main story.
Is it more dangerous?
This might be a few streams before we get back to the main story. But I want to show off the world as much as I can. What was this?
Are you alright, Hunter? Were you injured when the war party was ambushed?
Not exactly. And I'm not a hunter, or a brave, or anything really. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Well, whoever you are, you're hurt. What happened?
My name's Kren. I thought I'd have a go at the trials at the hunting grounds over the rise, you know, hone my skills. It didn't go very well.
You got injured at a hunting grounds? How?
Well, I was aiming for a canister on the back of a grazer, and my bowstring snapped, and I tripped, and... forget it. It wasn't pretty, okay? I just wanted to train a bit. Hunting grounds are perfect for that. They offer trials, which are like challenges, and they give you marks if you accomplish objectives or beat certain times. The keep is up there on the hill, just to the north. Talk to him to do a trial. I'm sure you'd be better than I did.
Why did you say you weren't anything at all, and that I shouldn't talk to you?
I stole a bow, okay? And got cast out. This was before the proving, so now I can't even fight for my tribe in its time of need. I have to live in the wild by myself, which is why I wanted some training. Honestly, I'm just glad the keeper would talk to me. I think he might be in exile or something. He doesn't seem to care about the law of the matriarchs.
Things aren't exactly going your way, are they? Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I'll be all right. My father always said All Mother had a plan for me. Before he got run over by a strider, anyway.
I need to get going, Kren.
All right. Be careful. Especially if you're heading north. And be sure to hit the hunting grounds if you want to train up.
Stuff. I think I need this. That actually looks really. That looks better than mine. Do I need 4 just 2? See here. Sharpshooter bow. Looks like compared to this has 30 damage, 14 tear. This has 54 tear. It means it'll tear it off a whole lot easier and just 20 damage per shot. Can do more. 100 tear. My God, that's just gonna rip everything off.
I spoke to Kren. He told me this is a hunting grounds where you offer tests of skill.
Poor Kren. Not the best hunter, but at least he keeps his chin up. You bear the mark of a seeker. I've heard of those, but never seen one. You have the matriarch's leave to come and go as you like from the sacred land?
Yes, but I would have gone even without their permission.
Is that so? Then maybe you and I can speak plainly. Truth is, I've had dealings with the Karja. I represent an organization called the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. We test promising young hunters with trials at places like these. You might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Why don't you sample the trials and see? Just to be clear, though, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversation in confidence, especially when it comes to the matriarchs.
You're not supposed to be here, are you?
No. My friend and I left the sacred land and returned. The matriarchs wouldn't approve, to say the least. We're hunters at heart. Left because we wanted to find new herds and new machines. That's why the Hunter's Lodge appealed to us. But the Carja wouldn't have us if they knew we were Nora, so we wore Carja clothes when we brought remarks to them. After a while, it felt like we were caught between worlds. Not quite Carja, not quite Nora. We started to miss home. So we came back and set up our own hunting grounds.
You think it'll work? Staying here without the Matriarch's permission?
I'm not sure. But we don't believe in their rules. There's a big world out there, and ignoring it doesn't help anyone.
Tell me about the trials.
The Hunter's Lodge hosts hunting ground trials throughout the world, each offering hunters a chance to test their skills.
What do I get for completing them?
Pride in accomplishment, as well as marks, depending on how well you fare. Here, we offer the tools trials.
What kind of tools?
Hunting isn't just about your bow. It's about using everything available to you, even your surroundings. You'll see once you start taking the trials.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It's a group of hunters who compete to bring down the mightiest machines in the land, run by the Carja in Meridian. You can see it yourself if you win 3 half-suns from the hunting grounds. Just to warn you, though, they're not fond of Nora. Which tools trial would you like to try? I'll explain how it works.
Ooh. Which one do you want to try first? Parts alone, log pile, or blast wire? Let's start at the top and go down.
Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. Perfect. I'll start timing when you start down a rope.
Let's see what that special arrow does. Oh, I need to buy some blaze canisters.
Bad day for one of us. I dropped it!
Well, that special arrow really does come in handy. They're all set up, folks. Let's put these canisters.
Here they come.
Ow. And die. Alrighty, I think we found out what that special arrow does. It tears off parts quite quickly and effectively. Let's do the next challenge.
How'd you... First time, and you win a blazing sun. You're good, even for Nora.
Right, let's do the
This trial tests your ability to use the environment to your advantage. Shoot log piles to make them fall, crushing machines below. Remember, you can use explosions from your blast sling to scare machines into fleeing where you want them to go. That's a good one. Timing begins once you slide down a rope.
Alrighty, let's see where these logs. Okay, there's 2. And all these things respond. That means I could effectively farm these things until I get all the blaze canisters I want later. Ow. That's not what I I have not tried to tame one yet. I wanted to get the trials done. I'll see if we can tame one right after the trials, though. It'd be fun to ride a grazer, or have one as an ally.
How'd you...
You're still that light.
Use your blast wire and Carja tripcaster to bring down grazers. I'll be timing you. Explosions scare them, so you may want to use your blast sling to drive them into your traps. Can't wait to see what you do with that. Ready when you are.
Okay, what do I have to do now? Kill grazers with the this blast wire. Okay. How many do I have to kill? 6. That was just enough.
Machine
trials.
How'd you? You have everything you need to enter the Hunter's Lodge. Good luck in Meridian.
17,000 experience just for doing those 3 trials.
With me.
God.
Time for me to head out.
I'll be here when you're ready to test yourself.
We got 17,000 just for doing those 3 missions. Which gets us to Tinkerer a whole lot faster. Just so I can do that. Plus I only want blue and above. I don't want any green. Oh, speaking of which, what did we win? I have those questions. Just a bunch of chill water and a bunch of sharks. Oh yeah. And now we get the map unlocked. So we can see where all these interesting items are, so we can go find them. For the 100%. See anything in this yet?
Not gonna hear a thing over this storm. I have 3 sons. Now they'll let me inside the Hunter's Lodge. Well, let's see how that turns out.
Well, I'm gonna just stop at 3. We're gonna get all the Hunter's sons before we enter the Hunter's Lodge and see what happens. Say the same thing. I wonder what this is actually used for. Alrighty, what's next? Right up here. No use coming down here yet. Because I believe the level... Yeah, 25. We're not at the level yet, and I don't want to risk it. So let's get everything else done. Oh yeah, and free experience if we want to.
These will keep.
Get my healing potion maxed out. Okay, good.
Is that a corpse at his feet?
Search the bodies. We're going to talk to him.
There's danger ahead, girl.
Danger for you, Outlander. This is Nora land.
Yes, yes, yes. Trespass is forbidden on pain of death. Strange phrase, the pain of death, see? This one's in no pain at all.
Who was he?
A thief, slaver, a killer. The kind that give honest killers a bad name.
Farrell told me there would be bandit ambushes on the road.
Well, it's not all good news. They don't always come to you. Most dig out a camp, and there they'll sit like spoil on meat.
Unless someone does something about it?
I like you. Follow the trail of smoke on the other side of the ruins. I'll be there.
Oh, I don't get to talk to him? How odd.
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it. Those ruins. That must be Devil's Thirst. A city of the old ones. Of the metal world.
Devil's Thirst. that signal is. First things first, I want to find this cup? Shattered cup? I guess is what you would call it?
That signal. Where's it coming from? Nora said... Where'd she say we were going to the heroes from the proving? Maybe I should try to find her.
An ancient vessel used by the old ones. Trade is set to one meridian for valuable rewards. A cracked and battered vessel once dear to an old one. Seems those terrain of the great lands, set of the ancient vessel, can be traded in the meridians for valuable rewards. I already got all these, because they claim to me.
Be a good spot for jumping onto the tonic. All right. Now I just have to reach its head. I know. I wouldn't want to be poked in the head either. It knows everything along its path, and sends what it sees to other machines.
Get a skill point for that. Okay. Got everything I need. Let's start getting everything unlocked. Ooh, when I knock out a machine or one that's stunned, that could go handy. Collective Idiot Army has released nearly a terabyte of internal correspondence From Zylu Lunar Resources, sparking rumors that the Shanghai-based lunar mining company is prepared to downsize considerably. Zylu's, I can't read, sizable robotic war fleet and competitive salaries attracted attention from young English-speaking professionals in the mid-2050s. But the leaked files suggest that the company's increasing resilience on automation may have made much of their human workforce obsolete. The correspondence repeatedly touches the potential cost of relocating refunded personnel, suggesting that if mass layoffs do occur, former Zylu employees will lose the Chinese citizenship guaranteed by their employment. Oh no. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there? Go AFK just for a bit, just for daytime to get around. Make this kind of a little easier. Let's do a smaller for daytime so I can see where I'm going. This out in the dark. This is gonna be fun. Ooh, maybe I jump from that building and go over. Yeah, let's go explore.
Here, I can look into the past with my focus.
Oh, hey, it's Colorado Springs.
A pocket shitstorm toward day 4. It's hard to believe metallurgic hit.
Can I get it to play in here?
A pocket shitstorm toward day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used.
God damn it.
A pocket shitstorm toward day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old ziggurat. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
Alrighty. Hey, where's my next stop? This one right here. What's this? I don't know. Oh my god, there's so much to explore. Like, what's a Banuk figure? There's a flag up here. What are all these symbols? Let's try and get. Let's go see what this one is up here and this up here. So let me explore around. Ooh, what's this? Only time will tell.
Varl spoke of a bandit camp and some metal ruins. That must be the place there. Best keep an eye out around here. Should we go help him out at the bandit camp, or should we save that for next time, after we get the little areas done? Camp, or getting more collectibles. Ancient vessel, vantage point, getting all these little areas done, or would you rather see the bandit camp to get destroyed? Since they like to rape, pillage, and murder. Now they're hunting me. Sigma cauldron. Team the scrapper.
about you? Sigma as well.
Ready or not.
There's a bandit ambush.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Been your faithful troop. Whatever happens, I know I'll rest beside my mother among the cairns.
I'll tuck that away.
Slaughter the bandit camp, and then call it a session.
I'm glad you came.
You're glad. Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats on them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
Bandits. Why have they come here?
The Nora are in trouble. Rumors spread like blood. With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip right through. My partner and I shadowed these scum for days. Good tracker, but he went on ahead without me. We talked about this kind of behavior. Still, I understand. Leave it too long, your fingers itch for the bowstring. Say, how about you and I work together? Kill them all.
I don't know you, and I have no reason to trust you.
Trust is a rare egg to find, isn't it? I'm just a traveler, with a bow, concerned about the state of these lands, and a missing partner.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
Let me put it another way. Are you a bandit?
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to fear from
we going with him or going alone? That is the question. Let's go with him and see what happens.
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
And we will. We'll stop them from doing anything. Safe screens in a while. And go ahead and take the lead. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of.
Does it ever stop raining? I think it's been raining for the entire hour I've been playing.
That's the alarm. Let them sound it and more will come running. It's a gift. And if you're the heroic kind who needs a little extra, there's the captives.
Over here, it's her!
Oh shit, that was not a good idea. I didn't even see that there.
Come on, gang, fight back!
Still gotta be here.
Rains will take forever to dry.
Over here! It's her! Ah! Gonna tear you down!
Got you located!
There's the prisoners.
They're gonna wipe us out!
Here we are. Get in there and do your work.
Seeker. May I speak with you?
I need crystal brandy.
Are you all right? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
Where did you all come from?
Some of us have wandered the sacred lands for years. As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids. I'm ashamed I wasn't there to protect them, but I was an outcast long before the Karja came.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it. But what hope do we have here, outside the embrace, alone?
I wasn't judging you. I was an outcast once.
Forgive me. You're right to ask. I convinced them to speak. I told them we were only sentenced to be outcast, not to die out here.
An intelligent approach. How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me. I deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be. We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now. Would you let us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say so. You're an inspiration to us. Thank you.
Right, so we saved a bunch of
Finally.
Feels good, doesn't it? Hold it inside you one last breath. Then let it out.
Ugh. I didn't find your partner.
They killed him. I hardly feel surprised. He was already getting cocky when we carved through the last bandit camp. I thought he and I would agree. Only enjoy the killing as much as the challenge. No great loss. Nothing in the wilds I can't handle, just me and the voice of our teeth here.
Your bow has a name?
Yours doesn't?
Did bandits wrong you somehow?
They wrong us all. They live filthy lives, so they have to die that way too.
So you hunt them down to help others?
No. It's a sport. I can't wait for wars anymore. Life's too short and the thrill of death too sharp. If you kill a tribesman, there'll be retribution. Hunt a boar, they complain if you waste the meat. But bandits,
They're vicious. They always put up a fight, and no one cares if you kill them.
I guess you're doing the right thing for the wrong reason.
I'm doing what I love. And what could be wrong with that?
We're done here.
Here? I'm afraid so. But we live in a world of ruins, and bandits are drawn to them like infection to a wound. You wouldn't let that infection set in, would you? I'm sure we'll meet again.
Maybe. If it can't be helped.
If we pass each other by, we'll know it by the way.
Let's get the critical hit. Let's get all these top ones made and done. Get an advantage in these two, and then I'm done for the night. That'll be the first step of the wilds. Where's this vantage at? You're gonna show me. Let's explore it a bit for this vantage. Ooh, there looks like a good spot. Let's go claim it. It's not inside the vantage circle though, so that cannot be it. That is the Banuk figure, whatever that is.
Keep that for later.
Oh, that's actually a pretty clever hiding spot for it.
Found a vantage. Need to piece the messages together.
The Bucket Shitstorm Tour, Day 3. I was 13. I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
No room.
No room. silent session here. Let's go find a nice close fireplace. Up here. Oh, I didn't even notice. Also need to make bombs. And speaking of that, let's go check our carrying capacity. Upgrade everything the way I can. Oh, this is fully upgraded. Sweet. Oh, sweet, I got this one fully done too. Awesome. I need to get the resource satchel. I need 2 more bones. And let's slowly make sure we get all the items.
That'll come in handy.
We're almost out of the Sacred Lands. I really want to get these and then call my session good. Because what section should we do tomorrow? Should we do out to the west and go explore the ruins? Or should we go out to the east and go do another Hunter's Lodge and whatever this is next time? We shall save that for next time. I need to go get my new figure though, that's gonna bother me because I want to have this little area complete so I don't have to backtrack. But we're going out east next time. I'm gonna go get that Hunter's Lodge done and get her a nice, yeah, get a nice little place explored. Ooh, raccoon bone and skin. Hog. There's 1 more bone. We need 1 more of those. We can upgrade our resource satchel again. Where do I start climbing up this mountain face? Because that's where I end. Where do I start climbing? Right here. I might have skipped a bit.
Another Banuk figurine.
Another one. This is your first one. And let's get this last little bit here, the last floor. Then let's fast forward back to our fire and call it done. Should I call it done? No, I'm not gonna call it done. I'm gonna go see that city. Or should I save that for next time as well? Because that goes straight up and into there. Save the city with the east. Cinematics.
Damn.
Strider, no striding. Yeah, no, this can't be. So we just fast travel here. Where's this campfire at? Because I know we're passing one. Holy crap, I teleported. Above. So I was at the base of this waterfall. I was down there. And I discovered a campfire up here. Sure, why not? There it is. Our first set of metal flowers are done. Nope, we still never mind. Got 4 out of 10. There's 30 of these things. Yep, have a great night. Let me get to my save point, and I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow night as we go explore the east for another Hunter's Lounge, and whatever that strange symbol is in bright blue, along with exploring the city. See what we can discover. Hope to see you all in the next stream.